Well, hi there pluggers, I have a sore finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This is a lesson in response to a request for help with a number called To Let Myself Go by a lady called Brun. I hope that's the right pronunciation of her name. I will put a link in the description box which takes you to a recording of her singing this number, okay? The song is basically in alternative tuning and it's finger picked, okay? So if you don't like finger picking, switch off. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to play the intro section and also the verse stroke chorus section. They're similar but slightly different, okay? So let me show you through the intro to start with, and I'll break that down, show you exactly how I did it and how to tune your guitar, okay? Then we'll do a similar thing on the verse and chorus section, okay? So this is the intro section, okay? So here we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Something like that, okay? It might not be exactly right, but it's not far off, okay? Now then, let's get the tuning right to start with, okay? We're in what's called G minor open tuning, I believe, okay? And what you've got to do is you've got to detune 4 strings out of the 6. So you've got to make your 6th string down to a D note. So it sounds like the 4th string, okay? So undo it till it sounds like the 4th string. Your 5th string has to sound like your 3rd string. So undo that one until it sounds like a 3rd string, so that'll be a G note, okay? So the first 2 strings, so 6th string is a D note, 5th string is now a G note, then the 4th string is the same as normal, that's a standard D, and the 3rd string is a standard D or G note, okay? So you've got D, G, D, G, okay? Now the 2nd string has to be detuned, that's loosened, until it's a B flat or an A sharp, depending on how you want to call it, okay? Might be better to get an electronic tuner to do that if you've got one. So you want an A sharp or a B flat on that 2nd string, and the top string, 1st string, goes down to a D, so loosen it till it sounds like the 4th string. So the 6 strings are the 6th string is now sounding like this, which is a D note. 5th string is a G note. D note is 4th string is a D. 3rd string is a G. 2nd string is a B flat or an A sharp, and the 1st string is a D. So it should sound like that. Right, so having got that, the introduction is basically I'm using basically my usual 3 fingers for finger picking, my thumb and my first 2 fingers, okay? If you're very good at finger picking, you can probably use more fingers, but that's me. Okay, so anyway, you want to play the 5th string open with your thumb. Then you need to put 1 finger, I'm using my 1st finger, on the 5th fret of the 1st string, okay, and you pluck the 1st and 2nd strings together, okay? So you hit the 5th string open, then you pluck those 1st and 2nd strings with your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 1st together twice, okay? So got that? Then you hit the 3rd string open, okay? So it's okay, got that? Then you pluck the 1st and 2nd strings again, but this time you slide, when you pluck them, you slide that 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string up to the 7th fret of the 1st string. So it's like that, okay? So from the beginning it's okay, slowly. Okay, then you hit that third string open again, then you hit the fifth string open again, and it sort of repeats. So you go back to the 5th fret with the first finger, first string, and do another 2 hits. Okay, so that. Okay, so far we've got this. Okay, then we hit that third string again. So far we've got this. Okay, and this time you pluck that first 2 strings again, but you slide downwards and off. Okay. Okay. Got that? Okay, so that gives us this. Okay, do it again. Slowly. Okay, then we got this. Okay, so that's basically 2 fingers, 5th fret of the 5th string and 5th fret of the 2nd string, and the strings you're interested in are the 2 that you've got fretted plus the open 3rd. Say the open 3rd. Okay, so when you come out of that, you hit that note on its own, 5th on the 5th, and then you pluck the 3rd string open and the 5th fret of the 2nd string together. So it's bum. Okay. So it's one on its own, those 2, 2nd and 3rd string together. Put that, boom. And when you do that last slide, it's all the 3 strings. That's the 5th on the 5th, 3rd string open, and the 5th on the 2nd together. All three. Slide it up to the 7th fret. So that's got that? Bom, ching, ching, bom, ching, bom, ching. Do that slowly again, really slow. Got that? So from the beginning, we got this. Slowly. Okay, that's as far as we got, and then finally we do the open 5th string and the open 2nd and 1st strings together. Okay, 3 notes. That's open 5th, open 2nd, open 3rd, 1st, sorry, open 5th open, 2nd open and 1st open together, and pluck. Okay, so it's got that, and then finally on the first time round we do a sort of a bendy bit on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. It's a very slight bend, like that, wibble wobble. Okay, so altogether, this first part of the intro is finally we hit that open 4th string, and then back to the 5th string open. Down, boom. Okay, so from the beginning. Okay, and then it basically repeats. Okay. Apart from the very ending, the second time round, it's you play those 3 together. Instead of going on that one, you go those 3 together. Then you hit the 5th note, 5th string on its own. Then the 3 together again. So it's right, and then 4th string, 5th string. So right, so the whole intro, slow motion. Okay, so that's the whole intro. Okay, right, so now we move on to the verse stroke chorus, which is exactly the same. Okay, apart from the very endings, each time you come out of that and on the verse and chorus it goes that instead. Okay, so it's basically I'll go through it once and then I'll break it down again for you. Okay, so it's exactly the first part of the verse is exactly the same as the intro. Okay, see, so this is a bit that's different. Okay, so it's you end up on that. You play the 8th fret of the 6th string together with the open 1st and 2nd strings. Then you hit that note again on the 8th fret of the 6th string, and then all 3 again. So you play them first. You come out of that 3 together, 8 on the 6th and the 1st and 2nd string. Then the 8th on its own on the 6th string, and then those 3 together again, and then you go 8th fret, 7th fret on the 6th string. Okay, and then it just repeats, does the whole thing again for the verse. It just repeats that two bits. So the verse of chorus section is this. Okay, so very similar to the intro, apart from that at the time, on the ending of each time round. Okay, so I'll go through that verse again very slowly. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's the verse chorus section, very similar to the intro but slightly different. Okay, and then the intro version again, just for clarity, just for completeness. Sorry, I got that wrong. Sorry, it's messed it up. Never mind, anyway, you got the idea. Anyway, it doesn't have to be exact. Anyway, hopefully that'll help you try and play that number. It's a bit of a tricky one. Obviously, it's normally played a bit faster than that, but obviously to show it to you and break it down, it has to be pretty slow. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a clue. You wouldn't have a chance of seeing exactly what I was doing. Okay, so when you get up to speed, you would just practice playing that and just gradually speed up until you get to the speed of the record. Okay. It is fairly quick. Okay. Anyway, hopefully that'll help you. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.